Hello again, everybody. Today I'm wanting to actually I'm going to show you a little trick to bypass your rear AC on a it works on a 96 Ford E350. I think they're the same. I looked at a 2009 today and it was pretty much it was in a little bit different spot, but it had the same kind of connections. So all you got to do is look for these connections. But all right, if you're wanting to bypass your rear air conditioner, because like on this one, when they stole the gas out of it, I guess they didn't have a siphoning hose, so they cut a section of the rubber line out of the air conditioner hose. The rear air doesn't work. The front air doesn't work either, because it's the same Freon circuit. It is all in one contained unit of Freon, so it's all gone. I would like to at least have the front air conditioner back, because, well, in the back I have nothing but tools now, so I don't need any passengers cooled down in the back. It's just the front cabin section, which the front AC should be able to take care of. Well, how do you bypass that? Well, according to a couple YouTube videos that I found, you have to go online, and there is a $70 kit that only consists of two little pieces of aluminum about that big that clip into the ends of, well, let me show you where it's supposed to go. You go to this wheel. This is your driver's side, and back in there, way back, like where the engine exhaust manifold is, in that area, there are two hoses leading down, and they go all the way to the back for the rear air conditioner. But right in here, in the hardest place to get to, is a connection point, and you take that connection point off and you clip these two little $70 pieces in, and it's supposed to seal off your system. Now, if you end up with a leak down there, it's going to be hard to find, and it's going to be hard to get to fix. And it just seems to overcomplicate things to me, because I got to looking at this thing. This is your line that comes from the air conditioner on the inside of the van, goes through here, and returns back into the system. And right here is where one of the lines for the rear AC comes off. It's just simply put on with these two of this type of connector. All it is a little spring in there, and you can take your little clip tool and you can push it up, or you can use a lid or whatever. Let me show you how to do that. To remove these, you just get your appropriately sized tool, or if you don't have the tool, all you've got to do really is, you could probably take an oil cap, cut it down to where it's the same size as that, stick it back in there, and it'll pop off. All you do, take your tool and do like that. It pushes up inside of here, and the whole thing comes off. You do the same thing with this part back here. Okay, that has this entire part that goes to your rear AC completely disconnected. It no longer exists in the system. So all you've got to do, get a little bit of oil on your finger. I'm just using motor oil, but you could use air conditioning oil if you would rather do that. You want to try to get no type of, make sure your finger is good and clean before you do this. Don't get any type of sand or anything into the system. Push this back in here, and it'll clip in. And there is even right here a hole where the vans, like the work vans that didn't have the rear AC from the factory, this is where the mounting point for this bracket is right here in this hole. So I'm going to get a bolt and I'm going to put in there, because this was just free floating before. So also it has a little thing here to help to make sure that that's not going to come apart. That is one connection. Now the other one is back in here. It's a little harder to get to, but it's right here. You can see the line going down right here. Maybe I can get you in there a little closer. You can see the line going down right there. That one is going back to the back of the van for the rear air. So push that in. There we go. Okay, so that one took a few minutes. I don't know if it was rusty or what, but it took a few minutes of finagling. And I finally got it. This thing come in handy. I don't know if a lid would have worked for that because it needed to be pretty strong. I ended up having to push pretty hard on it. That one was, I don't know if it was rusty, had something in it or what. Kind of sprayed out the whole thing. And got a little bit of PB blister inside of the air conditioning system. I'm sure it'll be fine. Probably not. There it went. That's got our air conditioning system ready to be pumped out and then charged with refrigerant. I am going to do that, but I need to get a hold of a vacuum pump first and vacuum it out and all that. Just want to show you this little tip right here. This gets you the biggest part of the way. Got your lines just hooked up for the front air conditioner, so everything should work out good now. Just got to remove all this junk and find me a vacuum pump. And I've got a couple of oil charges, a couple little bottles of oil. I'm going to find out how much oil it actually is supposed to have. I'm going to charge this system with propane. That's what I do on a lot of my vehicles, is I charge it with propane, and it works really well, and it's very cheap. So it's usually what I do. But anyway, I guess that's going to be about it for this video. I've got to wait on vacuum pump, like I said. But I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.